Clyde Parker was spotted leaping into the crowd in subsequent to his second touchdown play and forcibly grabbed the cheeks of a mysterious man in the crowd who was loudly chanting, "Let's go, baby." Yo, hello guys, welcome. This is Metro News Network, and we're about to cover what's going on around in my Madden 20 subscriber league. If you're new to the channel, this is a league, a franchise mode where my subscribers get spread out across the league, and it's basically a whole league filled with nothing but subscribers. If you want to join, it's never too late. Any video, you can comment and submit your player down below and join the subscriber league. So, number one, we're going to start it off here. I'm in my comments. We're about to find out. I'm about to crack down and expose anything I need to, because that is what the Metro News Network does, and we talk about what's going on around the league. Christopher, we're just going to go down the line. Might as well, right? Christopher Jackson. He's saying, he went on Twitter, said, man, the Raiders are so close to the playoffs. He is a wide receiver for the Raiders, so he's just expressing how close they are. They just got to continue to push. Then we take a look at Tyreek Whitehead. Now this is on last video, so we're 3 games out from the playoffs, and he is a quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. He was with the Eagles, though. He said, a reporter asked him, "How are you liking your new home here in Miami, and what do you think about your old team having the best record in the NFL?" And this is what Tyreek had to say. "I absolutely love it here. I honestly think this is the ideal place for me, and I feel like I can showcase my talent better here than in Philly. And as for the Eagles, I'm happy for them. Congrats. I still have old friends on that squad, so good for them." Now, reporter and a lot of talk around the league as well about the Eagles. They made a lot of moves, and all of a sudden they burst to success after Tyreek left. A lot of people saying he held him back, which doesn't make sense because his stats say otherwise. But a reporter, there's a lot of talk about you holding the Eagles back, and you weren't the locker room leader you were supposed to. How do you respond to those allegations? And this is what Tyreek had to say. He said, "Well, yeah, I hear the talk, but I'm not really focused on that right now. I'm focused on getting this team to the postseason and ultimately a Super Bowl win. So for everybody making allegations, make them. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. I know what's going on behind the scenes of that Eagles organization, and it's not for me. I made a move that was best for me in my career, and this is the best move. So screw anybody's opinion if it's not my own teammates." Wow, could not have said that better myself. And Metro News Network's about to dissect just a little more into this situation. Now, the Eagles general manager actually went on Twitter, and he was saying some snide shots. I don't think it was directly to Tyreek Whitehead, but there was a man, I believe it was, if I can find it here, Zach Kizer. He said something about the Eagles making, it's clear that they don't know what they're doing if they trade their franchise quarterback for some picks and a rookie quarterback. And that reporter basically just said to any player or anybody in this league, including Zach Kizer. So he name dropped Zach Kizer, but he said anybody or anybody else like Zach Kizer who, has the time to come out and say something like that, well, maybe you should focus on your game a little more, because we're going to the playoffs and you'll probably be watching us on your couch wishing you were playing for the Eagles. That was rough. And honestly, I got to say it, the GM's right. Blake, he went on, "We ain't played the best. We got to go out there. He said, I don't know if he meant to say this, but he said we don't control our destiny," which technically they don't. They have to win out and then pray that someone loses. So all that Blake and Jake can really do, and DK Smith and all of them, Gregory Shelton, all the Cowboy subscribers, all they can really do is win out and then hope certain teams lose. It's rough that they're in that situation, but that's the situation they're in. DK Smith, II came to Twitter and finally kind of broke his silence about his team. He said, our talent is being wasted. I suggest a vertical power run scheme with a certain type of playbook. I'm not going to say the Chargers playbook, but he said he dropped some type of playbook in the Twitter. He said, the head coach not cutting it. I'm also extremely disappointed in my performance this season. I haven't lived up to my potential. Hopefully I continue playing for my hometown team, but it's a business. Sorry, Cowboy Nation. I let you down. I don't regret anything I said throughout the season. Love my brothers. Love my fans. Dallas Cowboys for life. Wow. Showing signs of a future head coach in the league. Now, he's still a very young player. Don't get me wrong. I do think that Dallas could get to the Super Bowl. Maybe not this year. If they can just tweak out, like he's saying, tweak out some managing problems, they got the talent to go. It's like Cleveland almost in real life. They have the talent, but look, football is not just, it's not that simple. It's a chess game. You got to have every piece in position to go for one run on the Super Bowl, and that's why I love the sport. And this guy right here, this young DK Smith, knows that as well. He's saying their talent's being wasted, which means he believes that his team is good enough. But they got to change some things. Now, I do want to say this, DK Smith, I actually did change the playbook for them. And I don't know if that's working. I think a head coach change needs to be made. Personally, I do agree with this player on the field. Now, name dropping his head coach right, behind the coach's back might not be the best thing, but then again, you never know their relationship. Maybe it'll be okay. But I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say I agree with this quarterback. They have the talent. There's no freaking reason why it should be getting wasted right now. Moving on to Danny D, a reporter asking how he feels to be doing a game better than the Bears. So I guess doing better than the Bears. He said, no disrespect on the Bears, but they remind me of the 2019-2020 Browns. Y'all deserve better, Danny D. And then Zach even had to go up to him and said, thanks, Danny. I'm glad you took my advice. You're playing well. Happy to see it, because Danny D has been one. He didn't ask for a trade or anything like that. He just got a surprise trade. The Titans they sold him out for some draft picks. And the Giants are kind of in the same boat as the Cowboys. They're actually in a better spot, though, to get it. They're going against each other, of course, though. It's going to be one or the other. If any of those teams make it, it'll be either the Giants or the Cowboys. The Bears, depends. They're going to need them two teams to lose, and they're going to have to win out. But all these teams that we're even talking about, their playoff hopes are very slim, and they're on the line. So next up, Zach Kizer, the man himself, reporter. We got a reporter out to him asking him, we all know you love to win and believed Chicago had a chance of being a dynasty. Could we see a change of scenery for Zach Kizer? Kizer said, I love my team, and I am on a contract. What happens when it is up to be seen is to be seen. But I'm not like the Whiteheads, the Goins, the Hootens of the league. A locker room presence will trump talent. Look at Philly in Miami. Oh, God. I know 31 locker rooms hate me, but I will always make sure one loves me, regardless of what team I'm on. I'm going to just keep doing me and try to win ball games. And the reporter was quiet after that, because what do you say to that, man? And then Danny D actually went down and had to, make a comment. He said, man, what he told the reporter is definitely the style of player I strive to be. Danny D gives Zach Kizer credit, saying he wants to get on that level. So respect finally being shown to Zach Kizer, who from a young player in the league. That's respectable. But man, I don't even think Zach Kizer was trying to start any beef there. But I have a feeling there might be a little bit of beef if they take it the wrong way. I will say this. The Whitehead drop was a little much. I understand why Whitehead wanted to get out of there. If I was Whitehead, I would have finished this last year with my team at least, and then got asked for a trade in the offseason because he possibly could be going to the Super Bowl. That's it. Oh, wait, no, there is one more thing. Brandon China. This is a guy who hasn't really been here, hasn't really been shown that much because, well, he's a quiet player in the league, but he is a running back for the New England Patriots. If you didn't know, he said, "I like being here. We going on a Super Bowl run." Technically, they're not out of it. They are, again, one of the teams that they got to win out, and they need the Dolphins, Jets, and the Bills to lose because they are technically last right now, I believe, in the division, but it's not by much. They're technically still in it. So we'll see if they do it. I will say this. As the, host of Metro News Network, I'm going to be pissed off if any of you subscribers, and I'm looking you all dead right in the face right now, if any of y'all let another team that doesn't have any subscribers on it win the Super Bowl again. The Chiefs did last year, and guess what? They look like they're going again. If the Chiefs win again, I'm gonna be disappointed. I might have to create myself and be a coach and manage that team. I might just have to go out and buy a team and manage it myself. Clyde Parker, if you don't know, is a running back for the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. Clyde Parker was spotted leaping into the crowd in subsequent to his second touchdown play and forcibly grabbed the cheeks of a mysterious man in the crowd who was loudly chanting, "Let's go, baby." That's my brother right there. Now, this video went viral, by the way, of the rookie just running and grabbing this big old man, this muscular man's rear end. And it's actually been turned into a bunch of memes. It's kind of crazy, but he's shot to fandom like really fast and fame. But anyways, he had to get it clear, okay? Clyde Parker was recorded to be saying, "This team needs me," back to the mysterious man multiple times. So, "This team needs me, this team needs me," is what he was screaming basically. They both executed a handshake afterwards, and the Clyde Parker was on his way. After talking with Clyde Parker, the mysterious man claimed to be his brother-in-arms, Leroy George, who is known for his triumphant accolades in the octagon. Now, again, that is going back when, I had my UFC series, which if they make another UFC, I'm definitely doing it, but make sure to go check out that series so you know who Leroy George is. You got to see it. Now, his first UFC debut didn't go the way he wanted it to, but he did end up, fixing it later in his career. But yeah. So them two, that's their secret handshake. They massage each other's rear ends and they chant at each other. But Clyde Parker, man, what a freak! He's hit the NFL running, and I mean running hard. Gregory Shelton, wide receiver for Dallas. This is a post-game interview, and this is actually after the same game that Clyde Parker did all that. Reporter, this is the first game in your career where you were the number one in receiving for your team. How do you feel? GS had to say, ever since the Dallas versus Chicago game, I realized the problem was I was never getting open, so I started to train to get more wide open more often. And I can say the payout was a success. I'm glad DK Smith is passing it to me more often, and if this type of stuff keeps up, my stay in Dallas might be long term. Now, I know some people might be like, well, of course, dude. Why wouldn't you already have trained to get wide open? What I can understand what the young wide receivers saying. A lot of these young wide receivers, they want the ball constantly, and they think that they're open when they're not. And then so what he's kind of saying is he studied the tape and he's starting to realize that okay, the guys that are getting the ball they're doing it different. It's a different option for DK Smith. Gregory Shelton's not necessarily open when he thinks he is. So he studied that. He's gotten more wide open. And there's the outcome. The subscribers who have submitted, you're in, but you won't get to see your player until the NFL draft. We're going to watch you get drafted. We're going to get to see where you get drafted in the NFL. So just be patient. You're in, though. That's going to wrap it up, guys. I know this was a long freaking episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. I tried to cover everybody as far as our hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one.